President Obama said yesterday, failing to pass his health care overhaul would condemn millions more Americans to facing illness without health coverage.
Well, that's
true or false?
It's false. The problem is, if that health care bill passes, it's going to increase the premiums of everybody. It will wipe out individual insurance plans that persons have one by one. It'll force them onto the exchange, where even the Congressional Budget Office has estimated that the cost of insurance premiums will go up by 10 to 15%, and it will result in a loss of between 2 and 4 million people because the employers will not be able to pay the mandatory insurance for the employees.
After all of this, though, I think this has been going on now for a year, are you advocating that the House vote against the Senate bill and the reconciliation bill and start over?
Well, absolutely. We ought to take out the SHOP Act and just vote on that alone, and then go into increasing the association health plans, the allowing the self-employed to have the same ability to buy health insurance with pre-tax dollars, allowing for the sale of insurance across state lines. In fact, we had an alternative when the House voted to pass its version of the bill. I think it was H.R. 3200, and the Republican alternative actually would save $68 billion in money and actually reduce health insurance premium. This is all according to the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office.
The president is meeting, or has been meeting in the last few days, Congressman, with some freshman Democrats, obviously lobbying them. What do you know about the lobbying coming from the Oval Office?
Well, they're twisting arms and breaking arms. I mean, this is, if a freshman Democrat, or I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican, if you don't want to be a party to that, then don't go into the room and just say, this is my position, I'm firm, just leave me alone. But I can tell you this, Ken, when Denny Hastert was the Speaker of the House, we had some tough votes on here, very close votes. And the margins were very close, and I would remind you that the Democrats have a 40-vote majority. I mean, they really don't need the Republicans. They could vote anything they want. It's just that the bill is so offensive that they're divided among themselves. And but we never, all the time that Denny Hastert was the Speaker of the House, the most he would say is, we need your vote on this, but it's a matter of conscience. You vote the way that you believe you have to vote. And that was it. I mean, we're hearing all kinds of stories about promises of jobs. One story came out, I don't know if there's any truth to it, where the member from Utah who voted no last time, suddenly his brother got nominated to be a judge. And you take a look at these things and say, sometimes things are just too coincidental. But I take him, what bothers me is the process of this. I mean, hiding things from the American people. Let me tell you what else they're going to do. And I found this out from a member of the Budget Committee. When we showed up with a giant bill that's 1,067 pages, what the Democrats have decided to do now is they're going to put 4 pages on one page. They're going to shrink the page in half and then double-side it, so that 1,067 pages would appear to be 1/4 of that. I mean, come on.
Annie, you're on WNTA with Congressman Don Manzullo. Hello, Annie.
Good morning.
Hi, Annie. How are you?
Mr. Battleship Man.
You bet. We still save about $100 million a year on those battleships.
Boy, oh boy, you ought to tell that story.
Well, the story is that when I was a freshman, we found out the Navy was going to give away several battleships. And I suggested to the Admiral, I said, well, have you ever thought about selling them? He said, gee, that's a great idea. So they came back about 2 months later, and Congressman Sam Brownback and I, Sam is now running for governor of Kansas, It was called for years the Manzullo-Brownback Amendment. It was all ships, not just exactly battleships, and that saves anywhere between $100 and $300 million a year.
Honest to God.
Amazing.
Many people do not know about that. So I try to bring it up almost every time you come on the air.
And many people don't know that you're a veteran. Many people don't know you're a veteran of World War II.
Outrageous.
Right. Go ahead, Annie.
Thank you.
All right, Annie, thanks.
Thank you.
Don, will the reconciliation bill, any modifications, include additional restrictions on a woman's ability to buy insurance policies that cover abortion services?
I don't think so, but no one knows what's in the reconciliation bill yet. It's not printed. We don't know what's in it.
When do you expect a vote?
We don't know. They think sometime they'll expect the vote when they snapped enough arms to bring it to the floor with a 72-hour notice. It looks as though it may be Saturday, if at all. But this is, I mean, I've been here since January of 1993. I cannot think of a procedure that's more offensive to basic fairness of the American people. To sit there and to shrink the size of the bill down to put 4 pages on one, to hide the size from the American people, to pull a horrible maneuver by indirectly passing the Senate bill, so people who vote for that, for the rule to bring it to the floor, can say, "Well, I didn't really vote on it; it was just part of the reconciliation process." I mean, all this stuff hiding from the American people. This is outrageous, and this comes from the Speaker, who said that the Congress that she directs will be the most open and fair Congress in history.